All right, today our focus is going to be on how to use our graphing calculator to find a solution. So if we look at that warm-up, one of the problems was harder to find. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn our calculator on. And in order to graph our equations, we need to go to our y equals button. So we'll press y equals. And when you're here, you want to make sure that your plots look like mine, where they're not highlighted, and then there's nothing typed in. So let's pretend it was entered. So if it's bold like that, we don't want that. You scroll all the way up, press enter down here, and then scroll down and you'll be good. Now you'll notice on the left-hand side that it's only y equals, which means we need to get both of our equations into y equals or slope-intercept form. So go ahead, pause the video, and I want you to look at that warm-up and change the point slope into slope-intercept form. Okay, if you did it correctly, you should have gotten 1/2 x minus 1. So remember to put fractions in our calculator. We're going to use our parentheses. So parenthesis, 1 divided by 2, close your parenthesis. And then we need our x, and our x is located right next to the alpha button. So you see it says xt theta n. We'll press it once for x. And then minus 1. The key here is to make sure you put a minus 1, not a negative. We subtracted 1. Then we want to put in our second equation, so we'll scroll down and we'll type in y equals 2x plus 3. Okay, so your calculator should look like that. And remember, pause the video whenever you need to. Go at your own pace, rewind if you need it. Okay, then we're going to go to zoom and just make sure we're in the standard zoom. So you can either press the 6 button or you can scroll down into Z standard. And that just really makes sure that our calculators are going to be the same when we press enter. So enter, and then it'll graph both lines for us. And then we can see the point of intersection is right here. So again, we had y equals, we typed in our equation. We did zoom, and you can either scroll down or just press the 6. And what that does is it automatically does -10 to 10, -10 to 10. And we want to make a prediction of where this is going to be so that it makes sense. It should be a negative x value and a negative y when we solve. Okay, so now our calculator can actually calculate the intersection for us. So we're going to press second, and then the button that says trace. And if you look right above trace, it says calculate. So anytime we want the calculator to calculate something for us, we're going to go there. So we press second, trace. And we're trying to find the intersection. So we're going to scroll down to number 5 and press enter. Then you should see a cursor. Mine's right here, but yours might not be in that same location. Either way, we're going to use our left and right arrows to kind of scroll closer to that intersection. And then we press enter 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And there's our intersection. So our x is -2.6666 repeating, and then our y is -2.3333 repeating. And we'll always round to the nearest hundredth, so 2 decimal places. So -2.67, comma, -2.33.